let's look at this problem. A rental car company has 400 cars in 2 locations, Atlanta and Birmingham. Each week, all 400 cars are rented out, and of those, 20% of the ones rented in Atlanta are returned to Birmingham, and 35% of the cars rented in Birmingham are returned to Atlanta. Suppose there are currently 110 cars in Atlanta. How many will there be in each city next week and after 3 weeks? Okay, so the first thing to do is come up with your transition matrix P. So up here, this is from Atlanta and Birmingham, and over here, this is to Atlanta and Birmingham. So let's see, 20% from Atlanta are returned to Birmingham. So that means if we're looking from Atlanta to Birmingham, that's going to be this entry here, and that's going to be 0.2. The rest are returned in Atlanta, so 80% go here from Atlanta to Atlanta, so that's going to be this entry. All right, 35% in Birmingham are returned to Atlanta, so Birmingham to Atlanta is going to be 0.35, and the rest are returned in Birmingham. So Birmingham to Birmingham is going to be 0.65. That way both of our columns add up to 1. Okay, so down here it says currently there are 110 cars in Atlanta. So that's our initial distribution. I'll call it X0, you call it X1, whatever you want. So we've got to keep the order the same. So you got AB. So there are 110 cars in Atlanta. And that means that the other cars, the 400 cars total, so there are 290 cars in Birmingham. So to answer part A, how many cars will be in each city next week, what we have to do is multiply P times X0, and that's going to give us the number of cars that are in Atlanta and Birmingham during next week. Now I'm going to type that into octave, so I've got 0.8, 0.35, 0.2, 0.65. I'm going to do P times 110 and 290. And when I do that, I get 189.5 and 210.5. So how would we round that? I guess we would say Atlanta has 190 cars and Birmingham has 210. We want to make sure those add up to 400. All right, the second part B, says after 3 weeks. So this is after 1 week. So to get after 3 weeks, what you want to do is do P to the third times X0. If you think about this, if you did P times P times X0, that would give you, this gives you after 1 week, this gives you after 2, this gives you after 3. So I'm just going to do P cubed times X0, and I've already got that in octave. So if I type in P cubed times X0, it gives me 241.37 and 158.63. So after 3 weeks, there will be 241 cars in Atlanta, and in Birmingham there will be 159.